Hey everyone, welcome back to Next Time On. Episode 9 is here, and today we're tearing into chapters 51 through 55 of Kagurabachi. I'm not gonna lie, hitting these chapters means we're now officially halfway caught up to the weekly releases. That is insane. We started this blind read not that long ago, and now we're right into the thick of it with the Sword Bearer Assassination Arc, watching bodies drop left and right. If you've been loving this wild ride as much as I have, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell so you never miss an episode. We're only getting closer to the current chapters, and it's about to get even crazier. Drop a quick comment too. Who's your MVP of the series so far? And remember, guys, for me, no spoilers. I am still blind. Anyways, enough talking. Let's jump back into the bloodbath.
Sorry, Samura, for busting in on your home. I'm the one who invited you. It's great to meet Rokuhira's son. I'd like to do more than just say hi. How old is he? 14. Wish I could see his face. Remind me, why did you blind yourself? And with one of the most badass edgelord answers ever, we get the following. Mainly because of my beliefs. Worldly passions like anger and desire lead humans to hell. They dull our judgment and our blade. In order to rid myself of those, I blinded myself. Like I said, guys, super edgelord. Ain't smoking a worldly passion? I don't light it. It's just a diversion. You obviously want to smoke it so bad. Definitely a worldly passion. But I don't smoke it, so it doesn't count. Yeah, I heard you make that pledge. But the next day you were straining like the Dickens to look at a girly mag with blind eyes. You'll give in and smoke too. Definitely a worldly passion. I'm telling you I won't. I swore it to the Buddha. Now you're mad. Worldly passion. And the way these two bicker is my favorite. I love their relationship so far. It's like two best friends or just two brothers or just two people that have grown up together or seen some shit together for sure. I don't act on it, so it doesn't count. What does that even mean, it doesn't count? Bicker. And I didn't see the girly mag, so it doesn't count. Samura's got the fastest sword work I've ever known. It's worth seeing. Really? That guy? Right, it looks like that is Chihiro having a flashback of what his father was saying while he's doing some sword practicing. You're hesitating. Here, give me the sword. I'll show you. And then with the introduction of Chapter 51's title, Samura, we cut back to the current time where the temple is currently being attacked. Where are those pesky sword bearers? Destroy it all. They'll have nowhere to hide when we leave the place. They'll have nowhere to hide when we level the place. You won't have your way. And then we're introduced to two of the monks that are guarding it. They're also known as guardians of the fortress. Monks, huh? I guess it is a temple after all. This will be fun. We see the monk using his powers to remove the shinglings from the roof and use them as weapons. He attempts to bind the first Hishiku member that he comes across. Impressive, and then it looks like there is a royal ton of them. There's so many, at least twice that was reported from Koku Goku. Maybe the attack on Koku Goku was just a test of how strongly the fortresses are defended. And now, the three of us should be enough here. Don't let them inside. But don't let them get to the sword bearers. They're marshaling enough force to bring down the fortress. Then it looks like they get blasted into where the main Buddha statue is, as we see one of the monks just sitting in front of the Buddha and praying. Is that him? And who do they run into but the most badass blind swordsman we've ever met, Samura. Mr. Samura, what are you doing here? Get out, fast! I can't let all of you just sacrifice your lives for mine. Chihiro told me Mr. Samura was blind, but it seemed like he could see, though he did mistake me for Chihiro earlier. Does he fight by his sense of smell? No, he can only use his smell to detect old friends whose sense he knows. He can't pinpoint where the enemy is. Oh, this is bad. There's more than double the forces that attacked Koku Goku. Where's Mr. Samura? He joined the fighting. Sheesh, that guy. What do you mean? We've got to do something. How can he fight if he can't see? Do something. If he's fighting, the best thing to do? Nothing. Then we get the best aura farm ever from Samura as he walks in telling the Buddha to forgive him for defiling the sanctuary. He lights up a cigarette and says, I'm going to need to get fired up here. As he does a one-hit KO on the cigarette, puffing it down in one breath. Well, this is a nice surprise. Sword Bearer taking us on all by himself. How considerate. And he gets the cigarette thrown into his face as he attempts to mock Samura. And all we can see initially is the cigarette being cut in a cross pattern. Guys, I already know what this next page looks like because, like I said, read this one chapter already. But oh my gosh, does it look good? He massacres Homeboy, takes off his hand, chops his face. They'll figure it out soon enough. Samura attacks the sound. The enemy will adapt to that. He's blind and armed with an ordinary sword. If we back off and attack silently with long-distance sorcery, and then we get the fabled shing as he slashes at another person. I didn't make a sound. How did he know? Echolocation. During battle, Samura will strike with his sword and sheath it. Based on the reverberations, he can gauge the size and direction of the enemy. It's all possible because of Mr. Samura's lightning fast EA drawing technique. EA? You're really fast too, Mr. Aruha. Well, Mr. Samura is the one who taught me. I'm still nowhere near my master. And honestly, guys, that might be one of my more favorite lore dumps that we've gotten so far. I love knowing that Aruha is the student of Samura. That's great. Clever tricks won't work. We should have done this from the start. Pure brute force. Then it looks like they get their Dotenseki gems. With his skills, not a single life would have been lost at Kokugoku. You poor chumps are headed straight to hell. And this is the only part that didn't really make sense to me, but for wanton killing, wonton, I'm just thinking of the food, wonton, but I know it can't be that. But anyways, in what is going to be the thumbnail of today's video and possibly the background of my computer is this amazing cross slash that we get from Samura as he just wrecks face on dude. Not even on dude, on the whole squad. Rats. Guess I'm going to hell too. See? And then we cut back to the training again. See? Like that. Amazing. Seiichi Samura, contracted owner of the Enchanted Blade, Toby Mune. All we know about the Hishiku is that they've been gradually changing how they operate since about 4 years ago. Rumor has it they're a small, elite group of sorcerers, but we can't be certain. They started to make bold moves 3 years ago. That's when they murdered Kunishige Rokuhira and the bearer of Cloud Gouger. When the Kamunabi mobilized, they went silent. We're doing everything we can to gather intel, but we still don't have a clear picture. Fortunately, that's why we're constantly one step behind. We need to break that pattern. Then we get a bold statement from Chihiro, which is we need to break that pattern. We've got to incapacitate the Hishiku. We need to know who they are, their goal, and their plans. I'm going to make this creep spill it. Shiki. And also in this beautiful panel, we get today's chapter title card, which is just the two of us. Just the two of us. I don't know the worst of the words. And I'll probably keep this in, so is what it is. I'm so glad you're raring to go. I've been really looking forward to this moment. I'm 18 too, same as you. So what? Killing people? I first learned about that option when I was 3. It became etched in my bones. But the kids around me weren't like that. Up till now, I never had anyone my age I'd consider a peer. Chihiro Rokuhira, you and I could be friends. Finally, we meet. When I turned 18, my hands were already covered in blood. And you're the same. Oh, and as we can see, that hit the nerve of Chihiro. He is not happy to be associated with this guy. He is nothing like him. Don't you dare equate me with you and your heinous deeds. We're equals. You can call me Hirohiko. Okay, guys, let's do this. And I'm confused. Looks like he summons a bunch of paper and makes it like a smoke screen. Yep, and then disappears. He's gone. Where'd he go? Our counter N10 special forces. This means we can kill you. He was bluffing? That bit's confusing.
Now, how to go about this?
Nice. The Battle of Sano Island will begin shortly. Wait, does he just actually go and see the play? I'll let the assassins at Senkutsu Temple handle Uruha. Well, I enjoy this. Is this your first time seeing the show? Yes. I've seen it before. We should be quiet. The hero Sasuke defeats the Black Ogre at the end of the story. He gets his family back and peace returns to the island, but overall, the hero's doll in the stage fight is amateurish. It's boring. Ugh. Your stomach! It's bleeding! This? The guy with an enchanted blade cut me. You should watch out too. And then we cut back to the fight. Chihiro versus the N10 forces. The Dotenseki weapon is definitely powerful. Without it, we wouldn't have defeated those Goku guys. Ideally, they would have done it without me. The issue is the skill level of the wielder. And put it simply, if a total amateur doesn't know how to fight, doping will only get them so far. We just hired a bunch of randos. Their skill level was all over the place. Obviously, they weren't color coordinated like the common hobby. But these three were rogue sorcerers I personally selected. They know how to fight. And as for coordination, these papers, is Hirohiko controlling them remotely? Not lethal, but highly precise. They're impeding me and guiding his allies. This means we kill you. That was no bluff. It looks like somebody's charging up an attack. Now the ultimate challenger awaits. Here comes the bad guy. This is the good part. Oh shit. They are falling through the roof and we get an amazing piece of artwork as we get to see his sword mid-slice cutting through one of the Hishiku members. And the look in his eyes is pure, unadulterated rage. He is about to go ham. Ha 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 ha. Let's go. And in a whirling slash, he takes off limbs and heads and lands center stage, covering everybody in blood. The other major problem with the Dotenseki is the short-term element. Sojo took his time getting to know the enchanted blade. In other words, the fact that they can only use the Dotenseki momentarily means they never achieved mastery. Still though, you're unscathed. I guess I should have expected that from someone with 3 years of experience with an enchanted blade. Oh, and look at that head. So do we call that heads up? Did that head land heads up? I'm guessing. And that look is amazing. But now I have you here. I have countless weapons to leverage. You feel it, don't you? The average person? You're a monster. Whose fault is that? Don't you see? I'm the only one who can understand you. Cut the BS. Real quick, I'm just going to say this might be one of my most favorite chapters to date. This chapter was amazing. The past 2 chapters were amazing. We got to see 2 awesome, beautiful Aura Farm moments, and the slaughter is just breathtaking. The artwork is great. I just can't wait to see what's in store for chapter 53. So, anyways, guys, let's get into it. All right, and with the cover page of chapter 53, we do get some colored artwork, and we get to see that Hirohiko's hair is actually white, and Chihiro just looks emotionless right now. I wouldn't even say he looks mad. He just looks calm, if anything. Oh, we get a double. I lied, guys. I think this is going to be the card for today. This is a beautiful chapter title card, and it is titled Darkness. And darkness could mean a couple things here. Darkness could be the darkness that we have inside of us, or the darkness that we see when we actually can't see, like Samura. Anyways, we have the teacher and the student on the cover, as well as the 2 newest rivals. So let's just, all right. And on this card, we have a few things to point out. So we have Samura and Uruha sitting here, both looking like they're about to draw their swords. It is wonderful. I love it. The artwork here is amazing. And one of the key things that I noticed that I didn't notice in the black and white is actually going to be the origami cranes that Hirohiko makes. They are not white or made out of paper. These ones appear to be blood. I was not thinking of that. So that's a cool thing to pick up on now that when he makes them, they're actually made with blood. His hair looks, I think on the last page we said his hair was white, but it looks like it might actually be pink. So I guess that might, okay. Yeah, no, I can see how it looks pink. I must just been looking at it at a different angle. Anyways, he has pink hair, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. Chapter 53, Darkness. Let's get into it. And we are picking exactly where we left off with the last one, with him cutting the rolled up carpets or the rolled up bamboo, whatever it is. Good. And after just watching me once, Chihiro's got the Rokuhira eyes. He learned swordsmanship from you real quick. He's still too young. The swordsmanship of a hero? Oak! What'd you do that for? I sensed he was gazing at me in admiration. Just checking. Yo, I'm gonna say it. Honestly, Samura is like neck and neck with Shiba right now. And the fact that these two are such good friends makes me want to just have it be a tie. They are both equal. My favorite character. It's going to come down to whoever lives the longest, I think. Swinging a sword in a real battle isn't that great. You're cutting people, not straw. Samura, don't worry. Chihiro's smart. Don't get starry-eyed. We killed tons of people. I'm the only one who can understand you. We could be friends. What are you talking about? Do you want to kill me or not? Let's see. I want to kill you and I want to be friends. I think maybe we can become friends by trying to kill each other. And the look in his eyes. I've never had a friend before, so I don't know. But I think that's right. Yo, what if this dude actually became good? Could you imagine if after this Hirohiko just became a good guy? That might be one of the closest Vegeta moments that we've had in a really long time. That makes no sense. All right, then we get the paper magic trick. All you know how to do is run away. You have an enchanted blade. Unprotected close combat would be suicide. Besides, so much paper, he's completely concealed himself. I have to use whatever I can. See, those aren't audience members. Where is he? He can detect my location with the paper. He stays hidden and attacks with cranes. These cranes, they're strong enough to slash through a body. A direct hit would be lethal. Are you paralyzed yet? Perhaps your power to absorb doesn't apply to physical objects. The fact that you don't use it is my answer. If you use Kuro, you could clear the paper to see better, but you might also hurt innocent bystanders. You could use Nishiki to move about quickly, but the cranes chasing you would also hurt innocents. See, these ones look like they're made of paper and not blood. So, will you just hold your ground and focus on defending yourself? With other people around, you have to be careful with that sword. You're doomed to a death by 1,000 cuts. There's no way out. Don't worry. They'll show you the way through. Stay away! To the average person, you're a monster. The play that was just interrupted, there's a scene where the enemy takes hostages. The hero Sasuke is paralyzed and the enemy gets away. But Sasuke is garbage. You can't worry about a hostage or two. In real life, you'd be dead. You're a killer, but at the moment of truth, you want to play the hero, as if you weren't just a monster. Chihiro Rokuhira, I want this to resonate with you. You're one of us. Who will you sacrifice? Chihiro Rokuhira? Then it looks like he cuts one of the cranes? Come, let's battle to the death. Just you and me. Then I think he murders everybody else with the paper. We got that hatred rage leaking from his eyes again. You're a Sasuke too, aren't you? Oh, okay. So see, those look like paper cranes, but then the ones in the middle panel definitely look like blood cranes as they're flying through him and attacking him. And Chihiro just got fucked up. And we cut back to the earlier scene. The first time I cut a person, I couldn't stand to see the severed flesh. That's the other reason I blinded myself. But that image is burned into my eyes. It never goes away. I could feel myself becoming a monster. But even so, you chose to wield an enchanted sword to save everyone, right? Yes. I just had to keep flailing through the darkness. But that's not something to aspire to. I'm going to hell. Then instead of admiring you, I'll respect you. Great, you're welcome to do that. You're not trying to become a swordsman anyway, right? I'm not gonna lie. For a second, when I saw the blood cranes on the ground, I honestly thought that it was Shinuchi and it was the blood petals or the blood flowers for a second. And I was like, oh shit. But it's not. It's just the cranes and Chihiro is fucked up. Oh man. I love this panel. I don't know why, but I just love the fact that we see Chihiro standing in all the shreds of paper and he's just covered in rage, but also in darkness at the same time with the fortification of Nishiki. Still, can he increase his body's resistance? But even so, Father and the Sword Bearers fought to protect others. They were definitely heroes, but they avoid that label because they felt guilty for their sins. That's why they all say the same thing. You'll find your own path different from mine. Don't chase hell like us. Sorry, but I'm going down the same path too. Kuro. Oh, I can just feel the aura coming off of this. Man, this is good. Look at that. What is that? Looks like blood or some sort of like tendrils or whatever it is. Oh, wow. It is just utter darkness. And then look at how scared he looks. Hirohiko looks so scared. And then we just see the devilish sight of Chihiro behind him with a sword swing. And is that an arm gone? He did. I want to say he took both of his arms. Oh my goodness. He is just lathered in blood. He took one arm and pinned the other down. What happened? Don't worry. I'm a sinner too. The first time I killed a person, I accepted that I'm a monster. The least I can do is refrain from causing harm to others. Take you Hishiku bastards to hell with me. Now talk. Oh my god, guys. I thought the last two chapters were good. Holy hell. Chihiro is a badass and he deserves his title of monster. Oh, I got chills. This chapter was good. And we got to see what he can do. His rage, his hatred for saying that he was one of him. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm actually speechless. All I want to do is read the next chapter. Oh my God, guys. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my God. Chapter 53 was just so good. Chapter 54 is titled Friendship. I got the basic gist of the Kamunabi strategy. They're shoring up their fighting power at each fortress in anticipation of an attack. And if they're willing to incorporate a maverick like Chihiro Rokuhira as part of that, then they're clearly stretched thin. What I haven't pinpointed is Togo Shiba's position. There's a whole range of skill levels in the world of sorcerers. He's at the very pinnacle. We really struggled to get past him 3 years ago. I'll keep searching. Alright, so he's like Gojo then. He's just like bee's knees, bro. I can't wait to I really hope he gets a fight. I can't wait to watch him go ham, and I hope he does a lot more than just teleporting. Everything we've seen from him so far has just been like a pop in, teleport, smash, dip. Oh, and speaking of the Shinuchi, we have the wielder himself right here. In any case, the Kamunabi still refuses to divert manpower from their Tokyo headquarters. It must be to protect the Swordmaster. They must be harboring him somewhere in Tokyo. Those old goats have ironclad defenses. We'll need at least an enchanted blade to infiltrate their HQ. Then it all hinges on killing a contracted sword bearer. Is this really wise? Entrusting Hirohiko with such a critical mission? What's the matter? Hirohiko managed to catch up to Uruha, but then that fool, well, he's still controlling the troops, right? Then let's see what he said. From Hirohiko, subject, fun. Gonna have a little fun with Chihiro Rokuhira. Uruha's headed for the temple, watching a play. Yo, that's amazing. What the fuck? And then Homeboy's just sitting here in a park riding one of those little pretend animals. Then there's no problem. In fact, it's a good opportunity. Huh? Hirohiko's gifts in battle are invaluable. His sorcery can hardly be called powerful, but he's evolved it into an amazing extent. He'll master an enchanted blade quickly. He says he'll master an enchanted blade quickly, but I don't think he knows that he currently is down an arm and has a sword through the only remaining hand that he has. And I don't think he's going to recover from this. I think the next slash we get from Chihiro is going to be lopping the head off Hirohiko. But let's see what's in store. But I haven't let him experience the world much yet, so he's still psychologically immature. It'll be good for him to interact with Chihiro Rokuhira before he obtains the enchanted blade. But we've put so much into setting this up. What if Hirohiko blows it? Don't worry, we have a number of backup plans, including our trump card. We set this up so that he can afford to screw up. No need to stress. For Hirohiko, screwing up, losing a battle, and learning how the enemy thinks, all of that is a good learning experience. Oh, maybe he will get away then. Now, spill it. Everything. Kuro, what did you do? After he took the onslaught of my cranes, suddenly everything went black. What did you do? You were detecting my location by filling the air with paper. I just did the same. I filled the space with goldfish and detected your position as they took over the visual field. If you could do that, why let the cranes slash you up? I saw that you don't always make those papers into cranes. You need to have them within reach to fold them, don't you? And you can only use that firepower once. After they've attacked, the cranes die. I didn't use Kuro to fill the space initially, because if you had any cranes left over, you might get desperate and attack the innocent bystanders. So I chose to leave myself open and let all of those cranes use themselves up. And then, why would you go to such extremes just to protect them? In the end, they're nothing like us. And we should have to take a moment here to actually realize that he did get both arms of Hirohiko. So he is armless at the moment. So long as they're safe, I don't care. It doesn't matter how they see me. Killing is horrible. Yes, we're both killers, but I don't get it. Like me, his sole purpose in life is to kill. Now we finally meet. Then why? I refuse to accept your ways. I don't get it. But killing is killing. Not all killing is the same. If all killing was equivalent to what you guys do, I'd be betraying the beliefs of my heroes. I refuse to accept that. But you're like me. Why don't you understand? We're the same. And we can't meet each other and connect. No. That's why we seek to kill each other. Oh, and then it looks like he comes to realization. I get it. We seek to kill each other because we're different. That's why, when we meet, we fight to the death. With everything we've got. This is friendship. The power of friendship. Hishiku is a small group of 10 sorcerers. You said to talk. Continue. Our leader is a man called Yura. You met him at the Rakuzaichi. Our current plan is to attack the fortresses. For this operation, we hired 68 outside sorcerers. We had 34 Dotenseki weapons in our stockpile. And for this task, I was given total command of all of our forces, including the Hishiku members. Well, interesting move. Security has been beefed up at each fortress. I'm sure they're reinforcing their other countermeasures too. I think it's a smart move. Well, it's a smart move, but it's also a gamble. We deployed just enough firepower to match 4 fortresses. It's just like him to place an all-or-nothing bet. I love it. To invest so much in Senkutsuji Temple, clearly he's extremely resistant to using our trump card. And then we cut back to the scene of Samura just going ham on people. Mr. Samura, the enemy forces are surging. And they seem to be turning into the tree people. I'm wondering if that's who their trump card is the plant guy. The guy that we saw all the way back in, I believe, chapter 1 or chapter 2. Oh, and that just massacred the building. For personal reasons, I dispatched all of that fighting power to Senkutsuji. I'm sorry for showing up without a proper weapon, but now everything's ready. Soon, we'll be on the same playing field. Then we can really battle to the death as equals. The enemy is pouring in. They'll reach here as well. This is bad. We should focus on evacuating. He can't recover while we're on the move. It's only been 10 minutes. How are the preparations? Coming along, almost there. That was close. Oh, and I'm willing to bet it is. It is. I was right. He desecrates the Buddha with his plants. Oops. Talk about bad karma. That's okay. I'm about to dose out your punishment. All right, okay. Chapter 53 was way better than chapter 54, but not bad, guys. We are going to hop right into the final chapter for today, which is chapter 55. And it is titled, Fight Alongside. I'm sure you can sense this yourself. Spirit energy exhaustion is different from physical injuries. 30 minutes is just the minimum of recovery time you'll need to use your sorcery again without risk. It's only been about 10 minutes. Risk. It could damage your brain so that you could never use sorcery again. Worst case, you could die. Then we get a phone ringing. It's Chihiro. Apparently all of the enemy forces are focused on Senkutsuji Temple. That's true. We need to evacuate you quickly. Fura, get these two to the emergency exit. Right. What about Mr. Samura? Well, we'll join him in battle, whether he likes it or not. Please? If he's fighting, the best thing to do is nothing. But if we join him, never mind that. The situation's changed. The Makuzumi. Leave it to them. The Makuzumi are a special force dedicated to Mr. Samura. Commander, wake up! Get out of bed! Just a little more. I need my rest. I'm a growing boy. Physically, anyway. Get up. Your master's in danger. Do you want him to die? Yo, this little kid is amazing. Yosuke does some candy cigarettes and he's trying to just be like a little samurai. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Little box of candy cigarettes. I'm gonna need to get fired up here. He crunches down his little candy cig. Let's go. This boy must be a prodigy if he's about to step in and f some shit up. They're swarming like maggots. Get down here so I can exterminate you. We're not idiots. It takes special tactics to battle a legendary warrior. Explosions and smoke? It doesn't matter because he's still chopping heads. Even when we distract his senses, he still picks up on hostile energy. Well, now he's defending against the Hishiku and the vines. The pine. He can't react to something with no will. We'll use its indulations. Those sonic booms, they're using them against Mr. Samura. All this noise must be dulling Mr. Samura's echolocation ability. He can detect the enemy through a synthesis of acute attunement to sound, smell, and to hostile energy. If we join the battle, we'll make it worse. Our familiar smells will mix with the gunpowder smoke and confuse him. If we fight, we'll make sound and give off hostile energy. We'll get mixed up with the enemy. Worst case, Mr. Samura could... Shut it! You'll get yourselves killed. But the special forces have techniques. Only them. Oh, man. And it looks like they joined the battle, and I want to see this little kid whoop some butt. Let's go. Backup has arrived, guys. Let's go. Oh, my God. This is amazing. Stealth. They're using the ninja arts. They are shinobi of the hidden leaf. Wait. Wrong story, my bad. They've neutralized their scent, and during battle, they nullify all sound and hostile energy. Thus, oh, and this is dope as fuck. We actually get the inverted view of what it looks like from Samura's point of view, and they don't show up. If you look at this scene, this is the exact scene as the first panel, and yeah, they aren't there. They don't exist. Just like it says, they do not exist on Mr. Samura's battlefield. Without interfering with his ability to detect the enemy, they simply remove obstacles. Through these special techniques, the enemy is being diminished. This is, hey, it's you guys. Bingo. Well, if you're going to do this, just don't get yourselves killed. They're the only ones who can fight alongside Mr. Samura. Kamunabi Ninja Force Elite Samura Bodyguards. And one of them is a child. The Makizumi. Oh man, is this sick. This story has such great artwork. I want every single one to just be my thumbnail. I want every panel to be my thumbnail. I hate that I want this. But oh my God. I'm going to have to just make a collection of all my favorite scenes, just like ramble on about them at some point. But man, is this amazing. Oh, now here is the question, guys. The real question is, this is the third special force unit we have met. Are they also about to be massacred within a chapter of being introduced? I think if they can make it more than one chapter, they will hold the record. So far, they're sick, and I love this kid. So hopefully they live for quite a while. But if they have as much luck as everybody else, they're probably going to die by the end of this chapter. This way. And the floor crashes down. We're dwindling. Can we withstand all the enemy forces at this rate? There's only one way out, but we're too overwhelmed. We just can't. We're too overwhelmed. If we just had even one more fighter. Oh, and then our Ruha shows up right after they say that. But the back exit's blocked too. How wonderful. Like lambs to the slaughter. Gah, I have to fight too. All right, and then it looks like they're both going to attack. If we join the battle, we'll make it worse. We'll get mixed up with the enemy. Worst case, Mr. Samura could. What's he doing? He'll get himself killed. EA White Purity style. Oh, I wonder if this means that Ruha's actually better than him. He just doesn't like to admit it. How many times do you think I've watched your technique? Oh, sick. Let's go. Maybe that will be... No, I want the color panel to be the title card for sure. But this is awesome. I really like this scene a lot. And he's just speechless over here. Ruha, son of a... He anticipated Mr. Samura's swordplay. He joined the fight knowing he'd be mistaken for the enemy. That was close. Don't worry, just do your thing. I'll adapt to you. You cocky little... It's going to work. She's pointing to somebody. Help them. And then he pulls out a Sharpie and starts to draw. That mandala. What's it good for? It's a transport mandala. It'll take you to the front of Senkutsuji. It's not far, but with the fighting concentrated in here, it should be enough for you to escape. We're going to get you and the two sword bearers out of here. What about you guys? We've got to keep their attention focused on the inside of the temple. We'll stay here and fight. If it's true that the Hishiku have invested all of their dispensable forces here, then that's good for us. If we can protect the sword bearers while exhausting their Dattenseki weapons, that'll make a big difference. It'll buy us time for you to recover. Even if we sacrifice ourselves, that's our job. I'm the only one. Wait, I'm the only one who hasn't risked his life yet. Let's go, baby. Let's go. And I love the cliffhanger that we ended on, guys. I know we missed an episode on Monday. I am so sorry for that. We had some technical difficulties, and I know we had one chapter already read. But guys, this was a good batch. This is a great batch. We are winding up to see some badass fights, and I cannot wait to see more. I'm really hoping that we get to see some work from Shiba being put in the next couple chapters. Hopefully, but who knows? I think that he's going to kind of be saved for like a big boss fight. Maybe he'll be fighting the leader of the Hishiku. Who knows? But I want to see him in the action sooner or later. He's my favorite. I want to see it. I want to see everything that he can do. Anyways, guys, if you like this manga as much as I do, guys, please, for me, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that noti bell so that way you guys never miss a future episode. Till next time, stay sharp.